I have to say a big thank you to Carl, who actually ran this course, the 2-day course. It was fantastic on the EVs, and there's going to be more courses in the future. And I just like to say, you know, I just recorded little bits of it because I didn't record it all because it's unfair recording it all, because it takes a long time, very expensive to get done. So I just recorded little sections of the course. Hopefully I can actually do a lot more with this company. I'm just trying to work out a few details, and we can do a bit more, tell you what they're actually all about, and maybe go down and visit some of the guys again and do something along them lines. But that's for another video, so hopefully you enjoyed this video, and yeah, sorted.
Designed to look like this basically, okay? So yeah, it is designed to look this way. You know the praise from a mile away, we'll say. Alright, I don't know why they didn't just make it good looking. Yeah, I think Tesla just did this. They kind of just went, look, we'll make good looking cars, we'll make decent cars, and everybody kind of laughed at the big manufacturers, and now look at where they are now.
The Honda is actually better looking, isn't it?
The Honda is better looking, yes. Alright. But the system, I never looked at a price and said, yes, this is the one for me.
No.
It's the engineering that I respect. I respect the engineering on into this car, and it is very good engineering, alright, I have to say. Okay, everything seems to be going wrong now today. Right, released in 2004. Sales increase from the first gen, established nowadays named Praise, and the technology that's involved. We have a 1.5 VVT aluminium alloy engine with a hybrid synergy drive. She's about 76 horses or thereabouts. What do you think of that figure?
Probably enough for an estimate.
Well, I mean, for a 1.5 2004, 76 horsepower is not a lot, is it really? Yeah, but there's a reason for this. Right, we'll talk about that now. Why is it so low? Why are we allowing it to be so low?
Because the other motor has five.
We have a motor as well bolted onto the side.
Synergy, sorry.
Correct, yes. We have a motor bolted onto the side. Fuel consumption, they say 60 miles per gallon. Obviously it's not going to be that in the real world. It's very close though, it is very good on juice, alright, I have to say. And she's a series parallel hybrid. So we talked about these yesterday. A parallel hybrid is what? What car can you remember?
Series 1.
No.
This one, the Honda.
The Honda.
Yeah.
Parallel, yes, they
Yeah.
work side by side.
Yeah.
A series hybrid is
Prius.
no. Prius is series parallel. A series hybrid, one after the other. Again with a permanent magnet motor of about 66 or thereabouts. 66 horsepower. Again, don't add these two up together, that's a misconception. It's a combination of both, or you know, the percentage of each at any given time. Now, the VIN plate, gentlemen. Yeah, I'm not here to decipher VIN plates, that's for another course, but where's this thing made, incidentally?
Japan,
Yeah, how do you know that?
because Jay.
Very good.
JT,
Yeah, are we all seeing this? Diagnostics. Why is that important? Sequential number. We used to get TSPs in Opel or whatever, and between 302,005 and 310,005, your car is affected. Yeah? The machine in the factory was acting the goat and it wasn't doing the right job. So these cars are affected. Again, this is diagnostics. So important to note the sequential number on a vehicle if you're working on it. If there is a known issue or a failed remedy, gents, okay, sequential number. Again, try and think of this. You need to have a basic understanding of this. I want you to have a basic understanding of the Atkinson cycle. Alright? 12 volts. And written on him is
Denso.
Denso. You want Denso? Well, so she's 12 volt. Alright? This is the brains of the operation. He's controlling the relays. He's also watching what is he looking at in terms of the battery. Temperature number 1. What else? Voltage number 2. What else? Amps.
Yeah.
And it works out through Ohm's law, internal resistance of each cell.
Oh, it can actually
It's
calculate
internal
itself.
resistance, calculating internal resistance of each cell.
So it has connectivity with each cell as such.
Yeah, it's every second cell. It's measured
Yeah, they're
in
in
block.
twos, aren't they?
Yeah, it's measured in a block, and we'll talk about that in more detail as we go forward.
They're 7.2 volts.
Or thereabouts, yes.
Yeah, 6 cells in each.
Correct. Yes, correct.
1.2
1.2
volts in each cell.
In each
6.
cell, I call them like a wafer cell. Yeah, 28 in this particular car. On the ones, Leon, that you're working on, you had the Mark 1 was 38 cells, 10 more.
Yeah.
The battery is 201.6 minimum. The first generation is 278 volts, or thereabouts. Okay. But we don't, on the Mark 1, we don't ramp the voltage up in the inverter. Alright, we just change it from DC to AC. In this case, we ramp the voltage up, so it allows us to have a smaller battery. Alright? We could be taking the gearbox out, could be dropping the engine. Maybe a bit of crash damage here at the front, I don't know. Right, so that needs to come out. We need to get at the high voltage wires. They're connected. This is where you disconnect them on this particular model. They come with the gearbox. So you remove them in this case. Alright? So we'll do the lockout procedure as we talked about. Where is this going? Okay. You're responsible for this. Alright? Again, high voltage tilts. Alright? Again, try and use the one-handed approach.
Is that necessary now we know absence of voltage?
Well, the scenario is we've locked the car out and we're going straight up here. We're not doing removing the battery cover.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So you do your absence of voltage check at the component you're working on. Alright?
Okay.
Again, you're going to be using a high voltage tilt. Try to do it one-handed. I know it's not easy. You know the big air filter now that Jimmy's going to be replacing under that? Alright? Again, don't say it won't happen.
It's a tricky job though, isn't it? Dropping screws.
Yeah. Alright. Again, I've done this 100 times, so. Yeah, on the Renault, 3 sets of gloves, an insulated T20 at the front of the car. And the screws are not pointing down, pointing to the side, so it's very easy to drop. Gentlemen, this is
It's a cut-off switch.
interlock switch.
Right, yeah.
Not going to work.
Yeah. So it knows now this is off. Don't power hose to him. We do have a breather. Okay, so don't be power hosing this either. It is sealed, as you can see. A lot of manufacturers will say the gasket has to be replaced when it's removed on any high voltage component, connector or anything like that. Alright, so be aware. You can see high voltage, I have high voltage. This is where the capacitors live, gents. Panasonic, 3 capacitors in here, 600, 600 and 750. Alright, this is what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're up to 750 volts. I think they're 880 on the newer ones. On the Mark 3 onwards, thereabouts. They're quite high, right? Again, I'm taking this out. I want to get the gearbox out. Wherever the case may be. In this particular model, the wires will come with the box. Now I'll do my absence of voltage check, correct? Make sure your meter is good. Is the meter good? Yes. Now,
That's on ohms.
yes,
Oh, yeah, you're
checking the meter.
leads, You're checking the leads.
Now, I'm going to check these wires. What do I need to be on? AC. Right. Right, and again, chopsticks method when possible.
And just so everyone knows, normally you would have the shrouds on there. It's just we don't
Yeah,
say
normally
it.
you have the shrouds and all that
Yeah.
type of stuff, right? 0, 0, 0, then they go to earth.
Yeah.
0, 0, 0, MG1. Alright? I'd go back to the back here, scuttle panel will be removed. MG2, same check. And then I will do my
DC check.
here, DC check. DC. Alright? Air coming up from the battery. You can see that marked. So yes, yourself there, you can see they're red and black. They're not marked at the battery. Then they go to earth. 0.
There you have direct contacts to them.
These are my DC. Which?
These two.
Yeah, I mean you can do. Check everything, but the main leads you're going to be really pulling at is these ones. Alright, so again, be very careful in this area. You will have the coolant drain before you do any of this, before you start pulling, you know. Where do we drain the coolant for this?
Bottom of the case.
Gearbox.
Gearbox. Alright. Have you ever seen this before?
No.
No, it's probably your first time ever seen in that magic box. Yes, probably seen the box yourself a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's what's called IGBT transistors, intelligent gate bipolar transistors. This is what creates the alternating current that we need. 3-phase alternating current. See the phases here, 1, 2, 3, 120 degrees apart. U, V, and W. Okay. Make sure U goes to U, W goes to W, V goes to V. Alright, or you get what's called a phase offset.
Yeah, on the bike.
On your bike you had a clunky motor, yes, because of the phases right on the side.
Vibration, yeah.
Alright. Any questions on that, gentlemen? Are we okay? Happy enough? Now, if I was going at the AC compressor, where do I go? I'm going to be going here, I'm going to be doing a voltage absence test at this block connector.
Yeah.
And I would do it on both sides, and I would do it to earth side. Alright, just to be sure. You
Just
don't
like-
necessarily have to remove the cover.
Just quickly explain why you'd have to do that, just so everyone knows, because obviously the AC compressor doesn't have
AC
a...
compressor is a high voltage component, alright, on this particular car. Why do we have a high voltage AC compressor?
Because we've no
No
point in
engine.
drawing it off the engine.
Yeah, because the engine may be switched off. Yeah, so, yeah, exactly, alright. And again, all hybrids, fully electric cars now, I guarantee you, it's probably going to have a high voltage air conditioning compressor on this.
Don't test for 12 volts there.
Yeah.
With your Lidl's multimeter.
Correct, yeah, you're good multimeter. Pro cycle, correct? Most of them. Maybe 2-stroke. Yeah, but any 4-stroke is running what's called the auto cycle. Alright? So suck, squeeze, bang and blow. Called the auto cycle. Alright? But in this engine what we do is we mimic what's called the Atkinson cycle engine. Okay? And what do we do? We actually delay the closing of the intake valve on the compression stroke. So in essence, we leave the intake valve open for longer on the compression stroke. Now, does that make sense, gentlemen? No, certainly doesn't.
Well,
First time I heard
it's
it.
going to give you a reduced compression, I think, isn't it?
Correct. We will lose compression, yes. There's a few reasons for this. I'm going to try and break this down for you guys so you understand.
Are we thinking here that it's taken in the but it's putting some of it back out into the manifold?
Correct. Very good.
It's charging the manifold.
Correct. Right? Very good. Now, why the hell are we doing this? You remember this graph? This is your 4-stroke cycle graph. Remember this? Yeah, it's probably been a while since you've seen this, alright? Now, every engine has what's called pumping losses. Yeah? What the hell are pumping losses? Essentially, what is an engine? What
A
is an
pump.
engine?
Correct. Yeah, pump.
It's a pump. It's an air pump, yes. We pump air in and out. It just so happens during the middle we get a bit of an explosion and we get some power. Alright? And then we manipulate that to turn something. Alright? But every engine, being that it is an air pump, has what's called pumping losses. Now they are our enemy. If I am tuning a vehicle for race purposes, from going down to the lakes in my Rally Mark II, I want to try and reduce pumping losses. If I'm an engineer in McLaren Formula 1, I want to reduce pumping losses. If I'm designing an engine from scratch for PSA, I want to reduce what's called pumping losses. Right? The action of pumping air in and out creates certain losses. It's unavoidable. Alright? Now the way I think about it, I break it down into 4 strokes. Each stroke and the action of doing this creates a certain pumping loss. Now, on a naturally aspirated engine, how do we fill up the cylinder?
The options and that on the intake.
By pulling air in the
Correct.
intake.
Yes, we create a Venturi pressure differential, correct? Yes, so the piston comes down, we open the valve. We allow air to enter, creating a suction. Okay? Piston comes down to the BDC from dead center, and we close the valve, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what could we foresee of being a pumping loss in terms of the intake?
Compression. Compression acting on the piston. It's
Okay.
restricting the piston.
Yeah,
Well, the air in the intake will know where to go now.
right.
It's just
We can
sitting there.
never 100% fill the space.
No.
It's just impossible. Can't do it. Alright? On a natural aspirator, it's very difficult to fill that space up to 100% cylinder. So we always fill up to about, we'd say, just for argument's sake, 80 to 90% full, yes? We always have a little bit of vacuum left over, right? At the top of the piston, at the cylinder, yes? We can't burn that vacuum, correct? So we lose, let's say, pumping loss to some degree. Alright, so we're losing 10% already straight away because we can't burn the vacuum. Right, so that will be a pumping loss on the intake. Now what happens on compression? So we close the valve, piston starts to rise up now, up to TDC. What happens to the crankshaft as it's coming up?
Spinning quicker. Well, it's torsional stresses, obviously.
Start restriction.
Starts to decelerate. Yes?
Yeah.
Starts to slow down, why? We're trying to overcome compression out of the cylinder, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Alright, another pumping loss. Alright? Now the first two will dictate the power stroke, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the exhaust stroke. What do we want to do with the exhaust gases?
Move them out as quick as you
Get
can.
them out as quick
Get them
as
out as quick as possible, correct? Okay, if we can't get them out as quick as possible, that's an extra pumping loss. Alright? What's the biggest restriction on an engine?
Exhaust system.
Exhaust system. If I was going to the track now and what's the first thing I would do? Take the cat out.
Yeah.
Yeah, take any filters we have out to get the air in and out as quick as possible, correct? Now, if I was tuning an engine up and I want to eliminate any pumping losses on the intake stroke, what could I do? Yes,
Pull
I
the
can
valve
part
back.
and polish, pilot cams, bigger valves,
Valve
get as much
overlap.
air into that space as possible. What else?
Supercharger, turbocharger.
Yes, force induction, correct. So we can force induce into this. Now we fill the space up for the 200% or whatever it is. Now, the pros, we have pros and cons when it comes to turbocharging cars, correct? Alright? Luckily for us, the pros outweigh the cons. Exponentially get better. Okay? We have an extra or bigger pumping loss on compression now with a turbocharged or this forced induction engine, which would be now we have a full 200% full cylinder, and now we're trying to overcome compression of that.
Yeah, the crankshaft.
And so we use a low compression engine if it's turbocharged or forced induction, correct? If we was to supercharge the engine, what would be?
Belt.
Oh, by a belt.
Yes, takes power away from the crankshaft.
Yeah.
Your electric supercharger going out.
Okay, if you had an electric supercharger, okay, fair enough. Yes.
Actually, on Mini Coopers, we used to fit Dukes. You know the Cooper S's?
Yeah.
There used to be an upgraded supercharger kit when I was in Duffy's.
Yeah.
And they reckon you'd gain 15% in power
Right.
by fitting the supercharger, but you'd lose 5% because it's driven by the engine.
Driven by the end. So you get 10%.
Yeah.
Alright, that's fair enough. Are we following the pumping losses now? Full expansion to BDC full exhaust. Get the thing turning just the correct amount. We're not wasting fuel or power or whatever this was doing back in the day. Pumping water out of a mine or whatever the case was in 1882. Just get it to do it enough. Turn the wheel enough. Make sense? Alright? We're not wasting, not burning extra stuff. So by the end of the year then the fuel bill will be a lot less.
Where is the intake valve there?
Here.
It's changing all the color.
That?
Yeah. Look, it's a weird setup and obviously we don't have this in our engine. Alright?
Yeah, oh, yeah, obviously.
Alright? But trust me, this is how it's working. Alright? Now, by leaving the intake valve open for longer, creates a shorter compression stroke. And again, the net result, we get a compression ratio of about 8 to 1, where the expansion ratio stays the same. It still goes down to BDC.
Yeah.
Okay, and when we do the maths out, swept volume, all that type of stuff, yes, you remember doing all that? Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, it makes the engine really efficient. That's the point. Now, so the piston's coming up and we're sending mixture back out into the manifold. The next fella that's going to feed is a bit of an easier point. The engine has less restrictions on it now because we have less compression in the engine. So it spins up easier. Alright? Now what do I need to be aware of if I'm doing a certain check on this engine?
Well, a compression test.
Compression test, what am I expecting?
Less than you normally. Well, you wouldn't have a gradual increase, would you, from BDC up?
Yeah,
It would sort of be jerky, would it?
possibly. Again, the point being, gentlemen, if it's running a hybrid system, watch out for funny cycles now on engines. And if we're doing certain checks, we need to be aware. Alright? Increases the thermal efficiency of the engine, better fuel economy, less emissions. That's why. Alright? Are we alright with the Atkinson cycle, gents? Yeah, good. Watch out for this in the future. Alright? So, we have our service plug, high voltage battery, air conditioning compressor we talked about, the inverter, the transmission, and the block connectors and the wording. Okay, so if we're disconnecting any of this stuff, yes, we have to lock the vehicle out. Alright? So again, if it's in orange, it's high voltage. The wording, as I said, it's shielded wording. Again, it comes with the gearbox in this case. You cannot take it out unless you strip the box. So if you're dropping the box out, it has to come and be disconnected from the inverter. What we did earlier on. Alright? Now the gearbox itself, in place of a traditional transmission, drive shaft's not standard, they're about 17 stone, gentlemen. Yes, now it's down to the bare bones out in the workshop. So, yeah, when we got the box, it had to be craned into the back of our van. Alright? 17 stone, you will not be doing this on your own, by the way, if you're taking one out. Yeah, I would advise you to remove with the engine as one unit. Alright, I've done it twice, so I've helped to do that twice. Alright, number 2, and the engine obviously will be here. They're all coupled and they all meet in the middle in this PST device, power split device. If the wheels are turning, gents, MG2 is turning, remember that for a minute, I want you to remember that. But the wheels are turning, MG2 is turning. Alright? This is called a silent chain, out to the counter drive, out to the diff, out to the wheels. Alright? The engine assists the mill of this, and then it can take over. Alright? Now we have an engine, goes into our planetary gear, removes the need for a traditional step gearbox. There's one gear ratio in this. Alright? And we vary the speed. Now, it acts as a continuously variable transmission with a fixed gear ratio known as an ECVT. Now, gents, the ring gear connected to what?
MG2.
MG2. The carrier is connected to?
MG1.
No.
No, that's the planet gears.
Yeah, which is connected to what?
The sun.
Crankshaft, the engine.
Yeah.
The engine. Carrier is connected to the engine, and the sun gear is connected to?
The planetary gears.
MG1. Yeah? So if I'm driving down the road, what's moving?
MG2.
Which means what's moving here in this?
The
The ring gear is turning, correct? Now, I'm driving down the road, I put the foot down, the crank starts to spool up, which means the carrier now starts to turn inside really quickly. This thing wants to catch up, which therefore the wheels want to catch up. That makes sense?
How does it catch up? It's not just torque, is it?
Yeah, it's momental force, and the oil is directed up into these gaps, creates a sort of a hydraulic lock.
Alright, okay, so
Does that make sense?
There's no physical connection.
No.
Right, that's what I couldn't get my head
Yeah,
around.
centrifugal forcing.
Correct.
So that's how it's
Initially-
variable then.
Yes, that's why when you put your foot down on the bridge, you hear the revs going, and you're not moving. It sounds weird. Do you know this feeling?
Yeah.
Yes. It sounds weird to us as technicians. There should be something happening, but it's not. So there's 6 main gear components in this PSD device. 1 sun gear in the centre, the green, connected to MG1.
Hmm.
The red is the carrier connected to the engine.
Yeah.
And the blue is the ring gear connected to MG2. Now, if I'm driving down the road, gents, which is moving?
Blue.
The blue MG2. I'm driving down the road.
Yeah.
Now I put the foot down, the carrier starts to spin inside.
Drags the
Details
blue
knocked
around
down, and
faster.
we start to, the momentum force starts to bring it with it. Plus, we send the oil up into these gaps. And we start to create a bit of a hydraulic lock. They lock together, they equalise speed. The engine is the main propellant of the bit in this case. That makes sense?
Mm.
Yeah, whatever's in the battery it will run the AC. We just convert it from DC to AC.
Mm.
We cannot store AC voltage.
No.
It has to be stored as DC. Yeah. So we need to change it to AC. It's actually called simulated AC. Alright, and run through IGBT transistors. We can do it on the board if you want to be a pervert, but you won't need that stuff.
You're okay.
So don't test it with your tongue then.
No, that's the use. Alright. So if required during torque increases, MG1 will activate to start the engine. We send voltage down and we hold it in position. We basically match the speeds of these two. Alright? Carrier then starts to turn. So therefore the engine starts to turn. And the engine starts up. Right?
Ah,
That makes sense?
this is the engine and the
Is the engine starting now when it's driving?
yeah. This is the engine and the electric MG2.
Right? Now, slight acceleration. The motive force down from the engine acts on the planetary gear, ring gear. That motive force now. The engine's starting to spill up. So you could say we have 2 outputs at this stage. Engine acting on the ring gear, sending power out to the wheels. Again, the oil pump now is activated. So we're getting a bit of a hydraulic drag and a lockdown when it spills up. Because the engine running, MG1 is spinning as well, and we can use him to generate electricity, and we can send electricity to MG2 acting on the ring gear as well. You see how clever this is? It's very simple, but it's clever. Again, gentlemen, these are snapshots in time. It's constantly changing all the time. Alright? If I want to go full throttle now, showing off, potentially now we have 3 outputs. Now again, not quite as exact as this, it's just trying to break it down so you guys understand. The engine acting on the ring gear with the motive force. MG1 is spinning because the engine's spinning, providing voltage to MG2, and now the battery can get involved if it needs to. We get, you could say, 3 power outputs. Okay? We get that type of scenario. Again, voltage being sent, so we're getting sort of a full throttle output. Decelerating in D, what do we do? MG2 becomes a big, massive generator. Because it's connected to the wheels, what happens? The wheels start to slow down. Regenerative braking. Alright, very simple. If you have any wallets in your pocket, and be very careful. Why? Yeah. Okay. Very powerful magnets in him.
And even more than that.
So, yeah, or any watches or
Put your watch out there.
anything like that. So this electricity that's being generated from this action, the engine now is spinning. This is your generator. Electricity now has been sent back up into the stator winding. Back up to the inverter. Converter, and we convert and invert back to the battery and charge up the battery. Very simple. Yeah? Okay. Now most of the time then we'll take off in what type of mode? Fully electric. Yeah? So what do? We send voltage down to MG2 state on winding. Start the turn. we know this is connected to the wheels, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Let me drive. Now you can see MG1 is spinning in the opposite direction. Now we hit the 30 miles an hour. We send voltage down to this and we hold it in position. What's happening to the engine? Engine then starts. Now we're into our hybrid synergy drive. This is now when they all work together as one unit. Simple? Okay. Now, in fully electric mode, sorry, this thing here, connected to oil pump. Is it spinning in fully electric?
No.
Is it spinning now when the engine's turning? Yes. The oil gets directed up into the power split device, creates this motive force, yes? So I can't spin my hand at 3000 RPM, but this wants to go with it. Do you understand how it works?
Yeah.
Right?
gears out.
Correct. Now, oil pump, as I said, gents.
It's only small, isn't it?
MG1. Sun gear. In the middle. Yeah? Connected to? Yeah, and what's that connected to? Engine.
Yeah.
Now, when you spin that, it starts to want to go with it. See what I mean? And it's filled with oil, remember the gaps? So then we start to, Now this is going to spin the fastest. Alright? Careful of the magnet. Engine, as I said, you can see oil pump driven on the carrier. Alright? Swing gear. It's going on to MG2. Right? Now I've left that off just for the purpose of showing you guys.
And the chain goes to drive the wheels, yeah?
So
Yeah.
Very ingenious, isn't
how simple is that, gentlemen? With some people respect, as I said, the engineering gone into this car, feel that chain.
They overgo it.
No.
I find it hard to conceptualise all that. It takes me a while to.
That's it, gents.
Why did they do it sooner?
What do you mean?
They had to streamline them now. Like every tool you buy now is.
Four-wheel drive.
They should have done it long ago instead of investing in diesel.
They have them well,
They didn't really invest in it. They didn't really.
They had a surplus. They got.
The Japanese manufacturers never really went for diesel.
Apart from Mazda.
Then went for what's
Mazda really accepted